Hi, good morning. Today is Wednesday, February 2nd, and I'm going to tell you what you're going to do in reading and in spelling today. So in reading, you will need your reader and your reading workbook page. Actually, the page is 223 and 224 in your reading workbook that we're going to talk about, and you will also need your spelling book. So if you don't have those items, go ahead and pause the video and come back when you are ready. Let's start with reading. In reading today, you are going to read silently the article of the week. This will be the last day of this article. It's a short one, pages 108 through 114. After you have done that, you will take out your reading workbook and you will turn to page 223. So you need to have that out right now. And I'm going to go over a few things with you about what to do. So on page 223, it looks like this. And it says, time is the thing. So time order words like first, then, next, and finally. They help us understand the order of events. So good writers when they write stories like you need to use time order words. You also will do time order words, maybe if you're following a recipe or you're giving somebody directions on how to get to your house or how to make something. So time order words are very important. So you're going to read the beginning of the story. Here it is. You have just learned that a volcano near your city is going to erupt. Everyone needs to drive to a safe place. You have 15 minutes to get ready before your family leaves. You're going to write at least 4 sentences to tell what you would do. Begin each sentence with a time order word. The very first word that you're going to write is the word first. So F-I-R-S-T, and you're going to capitalize it. And you will then begin what you would do if that was in real life. And I gave you the beginning, and I just said it, and it is on your workbook page. Now you have to complete what you would do in that situation using the lines below. Then after you finish, you may share it with your mom or dad and let them hear and understand your sentences to make sure they make sense and that you've used the time order words correctly. Of course, your teacher will be reading it as well. On the back, you have 4 words in 2 different green boxes. You're going to write those words in alphabetical order. That should be super easy because they all start with different letters on the left, but on the right, what do you do when they all start with the letter S? Sometimes you have to go to the second letter, the third letter. So make sure you're careful with alphabetizing the S words. That is your reading for today. Now, moving on to spelling. In spelling, you will need to complete the second set of pages in your workbook like you do every Wednesday. And those pages are 72 and 73. Let me grab my book. Pages 72 and 73 in your spelling book. And we're on list 18, remember, this week. On page 72, you are going to do some proofreading. You're going to read some phrases. They are not sentences, they're phrases. And if there's the underlined word is misspelled or it's spelled incorrectly, you color in the circle next to that phrase. If there are all correct sentences, which is one of them, we'll tell you that, you put all correct. Now, on numbers 5, 6, and 7 at the bottom, you're going to read the sentence. If an underlined word is spelled incorrectly in that sentence, you're going to mark it. If it's perfect, then you put all correct. Okay, so if you see one word, remember this is just the word that is misspelled, then make sure that you mark under that word only. There's only one answer for each number. And lastly, on page 73, you have some dictionary skills, but this time it has to do with word forms and with suffixes, because that's been the focus of this week with spelling, is word endings, ed and ing. So you're going to use the dictionary section next to the duck, that little box, and you are going to answer the questions using that box right there. Okay, and that is your reading and spelling for today, Wednesday, February 2nd. Thank you.